Have you ever imagined spending a night under the stars, having your space to rest and having all the tools at hand to make your work easy? Maybe you imagine a large balcony in a luxurious building with all the comforts and technological tools. But now, this time we are talking about a different place. It is not a building in the big city. It is a place full of nature and absolutely different with particular biodiversity. We are talking about Tumaco, Colombia, the pearl of the Colombian Pacific, the place of the mangrove and piangua ecosystem and the home of those who are the reason for a new architecture project. This time we are not thinking of the city men. We are thinking of the inhabitants of a Colombian island who practice fishing and the piangua collection as their main economic activity. Due to its geographical location within a seismic hazard zone, the 37% of the population is in a state of vulnerability and non-mitigable risk, and needs relocation within the continent. However, when this becomes a fact in 2015, those who live off the each ecosystem will have to go back to their old place to fish and collect the piangua. This is why the proposal focuses on creating a passage habitat for these people, a small space that allows the development of basic activities. The project introduces the concept of capsular architecture. The Antrópico Habitat capsule allows the development of basic activities such as resting, eating, and is also a work tool. Can you imagine spending a couple of nights in a canoe? The project uses the indigenism and traditional techniques of Tumaco and is developing the canoes built by the inhabitants. It has a central core that allows floatability and fishing inside the capsule, a structure that allows furniture made by serial elements forming several levels within the space, and finally an handmade roof from bamboo shaft with simple nuts that hold up a layer of coconut fibers. In addition to this, the project considers the importance of architecture as a generator of environmental services and the importance of the mangrove ecosystem. Therefore, it proposes the revitalization of the marine ecosystem on the anthropic edge of the area. This is done through an additional object made of mesh underwater elements that contains debris from the piangua's shell, which seeks to collect sediments that serve as food for chimil fish and crabs, and at the same time proliferate the growth of plant species and small islands of vegetation that are barriers to the threat of tsunami. Finally, this strategy is used under the floating public space zone located along the beach. In this way, the inhabitants of the town will also be able to make use of the project. Fishermen and piangueras will continue to carry out their main activity while remaining in an adequate space for their permanence in the capsule.